Hello everyone and welcome to Tinkercad World. I am a very normal person and this is a normal intro. Please consider hitting the like button. That would be cool. That would be super cool! Okay, editor, please start me over in 3, 2, 1. Hi. Hello. I'm normal. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna have to scrap this intro, guys? Come on. Editor, please put a sticker on the screen to prove to everybody how normal I am. There we go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. My intros are getting worse. Or better. Better than worse. Guys, part 3 of the Marble Maze has commenced. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, click off of this video, please. And go watch part 1 and part 2. Because this is part 3, and we are making a marble maze, and oh my gosh, guys. If you've seen part 2, we got this thing to lift marbles. Oh my goodness. So, I figured I better jump back in and start working on the actual maze portion, okay? So one thing we talked about in part 2 is I'm going to extend the chain. So here's one of the chain links. And I'm just going to do some filler. What did I call them? Oh, spacer links. We don't actually need the marble pickup on them. So I think the easiest way might be to just chop them off. Let's have a look. Let's just take a look. Come on. You know. Let's see if we're chopping anything bad. Honestly, that's probably going to be the easiest way, guys. Oops, we got to save we have to save one, of course. So there. Okay, because I want to start sending this to the printer right away, like literally. So group up. Let's see if anything weird happens to it. Look at that. That is the... Let me see if I like it. I can't get a good view because of... I mean, you know, we could have done it a little... I don't know. Oh, come on now. Let's ungroup it. We could at least stretch this over so it goes off the edge. Let me make it a little better, guys. How do we like that, muchachos? That's the word of the day. Okay, let's try that and see if it doesn't look as stupid. Okay, groupage. Oh, that's much better. See? Taking an extra minute and saying the word muchachos. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because they're small and they're just links. So that'll just be a filler link, a spacer link, I mean. I'm literally going to send these to the printer right now. So let me get some printing and I'll be right back. There we go. Easy as that. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot my shameless announcement. If anybody wants to become a channel member, you can click the join button. It's right next to the subscribe button. And you can become a channel member and download any of the models that you see on this channel and print them right at home. It's super cool and awesome. So you'll be able to print your own marble maze, or you can just follow along and make your own. But yeah. So guys, we are already printing a few of these links. So that's good. Now let's move on to the next step here. What I'm going to do is let's make a mock-up of our stand. You know how I have that green stand in episode 2 at the end there? I'm going to build a mock-up of it. And I'm going to be adding 2 more 2x4s to it also. And a 2x2 probably. So it's going to be way too big for this, but let's just see if it lets me, okay? I'm going to get it all set up. We'll do a little time lapse here while I set it up. I'll reassemble this stuff, and then we'll be able to get a way better idea of how to add our structures in, like our maze, I mean, you know, for the marbles to roll on. So here we go. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Editor, can you make my voice sound really cool? There we go. There we go. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, hopefully we edit that part out. Okay, check it out, guys. So, as you noticed in part 2, we just had one 2x4 sticking up this middle one. And, you know, fun fact, if you didn't know this, a lot of people do. A 2x4 is not 2 inches by 4 inches. A 2x4 is 3.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Isn't that just stupid? Oh my gosh. And look, on the top it's a 2x2, which is actually 1.5 by 1.5. Isn't that just the bee's knees? So this is what the finished wood part's going to look like, the green. So we have lots of area, and look, we're going to have this spool way up at the top like this. Maybe even a little higher, to be honest. Because I had a cool thought. And that's why I wanted to do a mock-up. You know what? Let's put it right in the center of... I'm still going to call it a 2x2 because it's easier to say. So that's going to be a... Yeah. Let's put it right in the center of that. I was almost thinking we could unload them. We should unload them right here. I wonder if we could put it up a little higher. Well, yeah, of course we could. Wow, this is high. Okay, we need to get a chain up here. I'm not going to mock up the whole chain because that will take too long. Let's just bring this pupper up because we got a partial here. Because we got to see where the marbles are spitting off, you know. Can we move all this into the center? Holy cow, this is a big... Wow. Okay, hold on. This is the biggest object I've messed with here in Tinker. Let's put it in the center. Maybe that'll make our lives easier. Okay, let's grab this chain. Ooh, okay. This is so cool, guys. I hope the motor's okay with lifting. Wait, the chain's on like backwards. There. I just mirrored it. Okay, let's get this. Let's get the chain nestled in here. How it would be. Okay, it's hitting. So that's got to go up a little bit, up a little more. There, and okay, pretty much like that. Let's see if it's hitting too bad. No, not really. Okay, guys. There we go. This is cool. Look at all this wood area that we have. We could even have it stuff going around. I don't know. Let's just do one step at a time now. I'm printing links, so that's good. Okay, so in the... When it was running... Oh gosh, at what point did they fall? They like bounced out. Oh my gosh, I'm not quite sure where they bounced out though. Do I have to go turn it on? Okay, I'm going to go look real quick. Okay. Okay, I turned it on and took a look. Let's grab a marble. We got, so what they do, boop. Are these 14? I already forgot. These are like 14 by 14. Actually, that's going to be important. Oh, man. I don't want to measure it. Where's my stuff? Okay, hold on. Okay, yes. 14. So let's make it. It was worth checking, though. Let's make it 15 by 15. So we make sure it fits into our little paths and stuff. This is cool. Come on now. Okay, 15, 15. We got to change the height to 15, and we should be good. Ha! Wow. We're so far from the work plane that it's kind of hard to do stuff. Okay, there we go. So what happens is... Yeah, actually about... Right about there is where it actually hits. I'd say up a little bit. So it hits when it's about here, and then it, let's just duplicate, let's just act like we're doing what the marble's doing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it basically hits and flies off like that. Okay? And then down. So let's duplicate. Yeah, kind of like that. Because it rolls down from inside there. Yeah. Hey! We are smart big boys. So yeah. Pretty much like that. Why am I spending so much time with this? Okay. Yeah. So we have to catch it down lower than I thought. We have to catch it down here. Which is fine. So, how do we want to do that, guys? We want to make sure we catch it. So what we're going to do is, I don't know. Let's just, let's grab one of these little beauties. Just start doing stuff. And we got to think of how to, you know, always add little holes to attach it to the wood and, you know, stuff like that. So let's do this. I was going to make like a little hollow thing for it, but it might fall and go whoop and like fly right out of there. So let's rethink that. Let's do a tube. Okay? And we'll hollow it out. How about what? Bigger? Bigger, wider, faster, stronger. How do we like that? A? Or do we need it even crazier like this? Okay, let's cut it and see what it looks like. Okay, just group it with the, yeah, you see. See? Isn't that cool? And we could, you know, we could slightly adjust it where, you know, depending, we could screw it in where we need it, I guess is what I'm saying. Because what we'll do, oh, you know what we should have done? As you can see, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going for it. See, we'll have it tilted like this. Everything only has to be tilted slightly, you know. We don't need the marbles going super fast. You know, we'll have to make a nice connection point and stuff for that. Which, yeah, we could probably just, can we just slap something on there? We need some screw holes, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, well, honestly, we just have to cut a hole. Should the holes be, you know, so it drops down out of the bottom. So, how big should we do the hole? How about 16 by 16? Or should we have just stuck with 20? Okay, so if the marbles are 14, should I have just stuck with 20? No, I don't know. That's only a millimeter extra on each side. That's enough, though. Okay, I'm going to hit the cruise feature right here, the magnet. Then I'm going to grab this little white dot, and now we can pull it down in there. See? Yeah, we're doing stuff. I'm teaching stuff. Not so much. I'm just doing stuff. That's what I do on this channel. Okay, let's drop it through. So no matter what, the marbles have to... Well, here, I'll align it. Let's line it up. There. So yeah, the marbles are going to fall through that hole. They have no choice. Okay, let's group it. There we go. We got our first set of equipment. The marbles are going to get caught in there, and it's at a slope. I sloped it. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to do the view. Let's just trust me. I slanted it. The view is so weird. Are we in the center of the work plane? Ugh. Oh, duh. Why don't we drop this whole thing down? Oh my gosh. I am so smart. Let's drop this whole thing down. It'll be so much easier. Until we need to, you know? Look at that. See, we weren't in the center, were we? Oh, jeez. There. Okay, that's going to be so much better. Okay. We are ready to start making some ramps. We got to think about... I want to make, like, ramps that can... Like, I could use a whole bunch of the same ones and kind of snap them together and stuff. So, wait a minute. That's not centered. There. Wow, this is weird. Oh my gosh, the first chains are already done. I only printed 4 links at a time because sometimes, I don't know. 37 minutes we've been recording. Okay, I'm going to figure out the next, how I want to make my ramps, and I'm going to get the printer going again. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Are you guys still there? Hello? Okay, the only thought I had is I had a couple thoughts. The main one is, let's just get started and see what happens. Okay, I did have more thoughts than that. Just bear with me here. What the heck? Okay. We're going to make like a ramp, but I want to have it so it's like can be used mounted a lot of different ways, basically. So we're going to have a lot of little connection points, and then we got to make some mounting hardware or something. So let's just get started. So we could make them like 200 wide, or do we want 210? Most people have at least 220 by 220 printers. Let's do 210. Yeah. Okay, and then we could probably stick with them being 20 by... Yeah, I'd say that's okay. Let's stick with them being 20. Like this cylinder is 20. So let's smooth it out a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it. I'm going to stretch it out longer. Turn it to a hole. And then we're going to shrink it down. See, unfortunately, the Control-Alt-Shift doesn't work when it's laying on its side. It doesn't keep it perfectly centered, but... So basically, I just shrunk it down. Now we're going to have to align it. Okay, so let's align it. See, we'll hit this one right here. Okay, how do we like the thickness? The thickness. I think it's okay. At least for a test, you know. Okay, and then we're going to want to chop it. Let's chop the top off of it, because we're going to make like a little ramp. Okay. Let's just go like this, and a little bit like this. This is a cool project, guys. Okay, how much do we want to chop off? I'm thinking like that. That looks really cool. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and group it. Look at that. Okay, we just have to slide that over, so hit the back button. This part was not all the way through. Okay. Okay, I think we want to cut all the way through, or maybe we don't. Hold on. Well, no, we don't actually want to cut all the way through, but we want to cut most of the way through. Okay, so let's just cut I don't know. I haven't decided. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's not cut all the way through. I am very, very good at explaining things. Groupage. Okay, yeah. So see, we're just gonna build it as we go. I mean, you know, decide how to do this as we go. So each one of these also is gonna need a flat bottom, I think, to print better. I think so. Let's do it. Let's do a 210. Okay, flat. Okay, I think each one could have a little catch funnel. Why don't we add a little funnel? Why don't we have a little funnel? Let's do that. Okay, let's just flip this upside down. Let's make it a little bigger. And let's hollow it out. So let's just, luckily cones are super easy to hollow out. So let's duplicate it, raise it up a little bit, and turn it into a hole. And group it together. Easy as that, guys, babe. Okay, look, we already hollowed it. I think a little catch cone would be cool. We don't need a whole lot of cone. So we're gonna have to cut off the bottom probably. And I'm thinking we should make it a little squatter. Okay, let's just cut the cone. So we're selecting the 2 cutouts and the cone, and we'll group it. Okay. So see, we have a little bit of a catch, and I don't think we needed it that big, guys. Well, here, can't we just drop... Oops. What does it look like if we drop this down? Obviously, we're going to print just one of these and then make sure it works. Whoa! What the heck? We just jumped forward in time, guys. And I'll explain why. So, I spent a lot of time making this, and I was recording the whole time and just talking like normal. But I don't like it. Okay? So I'll tell you what it is, though. I mean, why I made it like this. So I wanted to have a lot of connection points to, like, mount it different ways, you know, and I don't know. I just thought I wanted it like this. And look, I added a little cone here for the marble to fall into. And see, you would stack them like this. Here, let's duplicate it. So see, you would do it like this. And then you could turn them. Yeah, you know, something like this. And I was thinking all these little holes would be helpful for mounting it. And I kind of realized after spending so much time doing that I don't really like it. I think we need them to actually snap together right here. Honestly, we just need a little tube that goes up and snaps into here, into this hole. We could get, and I think I'm going to do this different, completely different. So I actually like stopped for the day. It's actually the next morning because I needed to think about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just recorded like 30 minutes and we're going to delete all of that. So that's why we jumped ahead, guys. You don't want to watch 30 minutes of me making something that I'm going to delete. Let's see if we can even ungroup this thing far enough back. Okay, let's get rid of this cone. A boop. Let's kind of see what we can keep. Do we want to keep... We don't need to keep much. I think we can get rid of that. What's this? Oh, that's that little end cap. Okay. Let's keep that. What about this? Is this all separate? Oh, wow. Okay, so we didn't have to ungroup it too crazy. Here, can we go like this? Very nice. Ooh, I would have liked to keep that hole. Okay, we could just move that over. I put it in a nice hole. I was pretty happy with this hole, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's align that. We just need a fresh start. Don't ever feel bad having to just... I wouldn't call it starting over, but don't... You know, it's worth doing it a way that you'll be happy with, you know, and it'll work better, so... Okay, this can all be grouped now. I'm happy with it. You know what, though? Actually, let's leave one over here in case I need it. This one we will group as a finished product. Wow, that's exciting. That was way less painful. See, watch. Don't watch me do that. Watch me duplicate it, spin it. See, these can go together at any weird... Okay, well. Okay, I was looking at it wrong. Let's spin it. Like this. So see, you could connect it like this. So see? Now this marble would come down here and then go here. Our slopes might be a little too stupid, but... Here, let's put another one in. Is that how it would go? Holy cow, we're rocking. Look it. There we go, guys. Done. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, we are back in action. Hey, well, it probably would have just been easier for me to show you the changes in here. Because look, actually, they fit so tight now. You know, because this top part fits into the bottom circle down here. Right here. See, I just made this deeper so that ring doesn't stick up through, you know. So the marble can fall right in the hole nice, just like that. Okay. And I added a little slant onto the top here. So it would fit, I could press it in easier, you know. I hope that doesn't... No, that should be okay. That's going to limit how much contact there is. Well, I think I've tried one of them. Yeah, it should be fine. Let me look at something quick. See, it's going to limit how much is touching. But it went together really hard last time. I think that'll be fine. So, and what else? And like I said, I took that notch out. I had a notch in here because it was sticking through last time. But this time it's not sticking through. So we're good. Otherwise, I'll glue them together. Okay, guys. This is pretty much last step. This first, I mean, for this part 3, we're just going to set up a whole array of these ramps. Because I printed tons of them. And these are going to be awesome. We can have them go back and forth, and I don't even know. It'll just be cool. And they'll just be clinking and rolling through there. Yeah. But we need... I'm thinking we might need to attach some supports. So let's just build a simple support. We'll do some printing. And we'll be ready to rock, guys. We'll be ready for testing. This is going to be able to be at any angle. So see, we could slap it on like this, and then it can be underneath these to help support them. You know what I'm saying? And what I could probably do is I'll print some different lengths of these. Like, is there an easier way to make them different? Here, watch this. Yeah. Ideas. Because we don't know. We might not need the supports to stick out very far. We could just do this probably. Duplicate. Slide over. And let's make a couple more. And then let's ungroup them. Ungroup. Ungroup. And ungroup. And we'll watch this. We're just going to go like this. We can make some like this. It'll be like a little set. Look at my gosh. Goosh. There we go. Look at how easy that was. Oops, we got to select. What am I doing? Okay, we can group them back together now. See, now we have 3 sets. I mean, 4. Oh, counting's hard. Oh. Yeah, now we have 3. Because see, what we might only need a little bit sticking out to get underneath one. Or okay, and now I'm thinking of something else, guys. I'm having more thoughts. They would actually be a little less tippy if we want them to be a little less tippy, a little more rigid. We'd have to do something quick, guys. Let's watch this. We're going to hit duplicate. We're going to slide it down. We're going to turn it to a solid. Why am I being so forceful? We're going to hit Control-Alt-Shift. We're going to stretch one of these out. Like this, see? Like that. Do you like my stern voice? Look at, see what we just did, guys? And now, did we don't need them thicker than that. No. Okay, and probably just about like that. Okay, now let me quick slap one on the rest of these. Okay, we should be good there. Let's group them separately, though. Okay, let's group them. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Just look. There. So see, now that we have more plastic sticking up, let's plop one on here. Look at that. It is a thing of beauty. So see, wow, I really... oh my God, how did I do that? I made it like perfect. See, now that there's this ring sticking up, there should be less up and down movement at the end. At the, you know, it should be a little bit more of a rigid structure. I think, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, guys, did I waste enough time? I think we just need, we don't need a way to lock these onto there, right? They're just going to go under and support. Is there anything we would probably need? I don't think so, to be honest. I think they're going to work just fine like that. We just need a little bottom support to make them behave. Probably. This is all theoretical until we test it. Oh, I still haven't printed this either. Whoops. Okay, I still got stuff to do. All right, guys, I'm gonna print a bunch of these, and I'm also gonna print this, and we should be ready to set up the marble maze, guys. Okay, let's do it. Stop everything. Stop the presses. Do young people know what that means even? We're back in Tinkercad, guys. We have to make a change. So we have these objects. I've already printed this. I've printed a bunch of these little support things. And I thought I liked this ramp. I printed a pile of these. But I started assembling this yesterday. I thought I was going to be done with the project yesterday, okay? I started assembling it. These do not lock together good enough. Like, it seems pretty strong. Here, let's move one over. Boop. Like, when I just connect two of them together when I printed a couple, it seems really strong and awesome. But once you start linking a bunch of these together, there's kind of weird sideways pressure like this that gets put on them, and it pops them out. And it was super frustrating, guys. I even tried to like hot glue them, and they still didn't want to cooperate. So I have to do some kind of quick fix, and I literally threw all of the ramps in the garbage. I was really frustrated. So we need a quick fix, guys. I have so much random footage for this project. I hope I can even find it all. I've had to jump back in here to fix stuff. Here's my idea, guys. We're going to literally make a mechanical, like a screw attachment point. That's how I want to do it. I want it so you actually can put a screw in it. But we have to have it be able to swivel and still line up with a screw hole. So I was trying to think of it. I think I got an idea. So let's just do it. A boop and boop. We're going to make a flare out on this. Okay. So we're going to flare it out. I suppose I could just kind of do it and then explain. I could explain it afterwards. Yeah, because this might take me a little while. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, let me get it set up and then I'll show you what I did. We'll just do a little time lapse. Okay, is this it? Let's look for issues. Look at all these different deals. I'm deleting these. Delete, delete, delete. What's this? Uh-oh. That's extra parts, guys. Is that okay? Let's delete them, just like when I'm working at on my car. Okay, marble falls in. Nothing's blocking it. We got a little holes in the side. That's okay. Okay, how? And then it rolls down. Nothing blocking it. Let's see if the holes line up now. So let's duplicate this. Pretend like we're connecting two together. Raise it up a little bit. Boing. And let's check it out. Let's line up the hole where the marble's going to fall in, you know. What the? Oh. They have to line up. Okay, let's calm down. Okay, beautiful. Yes. So even if we swivel this, let's try swiveling it. Let's say, let's just pick a degree like that. Let's see if it still will line up. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. This would, obviously, you know, you'd have to spin it so some of them line up. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, let's delete that one. So this one's a keeper. Now is it too, let's see, drop it. Will it still fit on the bed? Because I'd like to print 3 at once. Oh gosh, I don't know if it fits on the bed anymore. It's going to be close. Let's see. Nope, it does not. How about 2 at an angle? Let's see how close together we can have them. I just need to print these because I got other work to do in real life. I just got to get something printing because that was a major setback that I printed all them ramps and then Had to chuck them out the window. Probably hit a raccoon. Should we do a set of 2 so we can have a look? These are pretty. Let's make them purple. Oh, yeah, these are cool. I will feel so nice just putting a screw in and having them actually mechanically attached. Let's make sure one more time. Marble will fit. Everything's beautiful. We don't need any supports. There we go, guys. Let's print 2 of these and take a look at them real quick. And we'll screw them together. Let's go to the printer. Ooh, look at these little beauties. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you know all them other ramps that I said I printed, that whole pile of them? I did them all in this nice, like, triple tone pearlescent filament. Oh my gosh, I wasted so much. Let's pop these off and check them out. Wow, these are gorgeous. Are you guys seeing this? Look at this. These are gorgeous. Okay. Come on, baby. I mean, why wouldn't it work? This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Please. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Okay, I have, I might have to go get some screws, but I have these little self-tappers. These are, I don't even know what they are. Oh, can you see them? Little self-tapper, like, hex head ones. So let me just see. They might be too big on the top. I don't know. Let me just see if it'll work to put these together. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Here, let me see. Oh my gosh. It worked. Oh God, there's just barely room though for the heads. Can I get another one in? Oh yeah. Wow, that's gonna be awesome. I already have like, I have a whole box of these. Oh, that's so satisfying putting them in. Oh my gosh, let me add one more. Oh, I dropped it. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, let's put one over here. See, there's so many holes. You'd only have to put 2 in each. Oh yeah, that is satisfying. I could get a little bit for my drill, but it's really easy because we made the holes the right size. Look at that. We have mechanical attachment. Perfect. Look at that. Are you guys looking, please? Oh, I'm so happy. And yeah, it could go at almost any angle because there's so many holes, you know, so we could still set it up however we want. There we go, guys. All right. Print marathon. I'm going to keep printing a bunch and I'm going to start assembling. And we are actually going to be able to test this thing out. Okay, let's do it. Oh my goodness, guys. Yes, the moment is here. I have finished assembling the marble maze. It's hard to get, it's so big, it's hard to get it all in the frame and still be able to see it good, but I'll take you guys off the tripod in a second. But I gotta explain all the struggle that actually happened, okay? So obviously you guys saw by all the stuff we did in Tinkercad that I had to restart and redo certain stuff. This is actually the 3rd set. Here, I'll take you guys off. This is actually the 3rd set of ramps that I've printed for this, like complete set. And I'll explain why. Well, I pointed out in Tinkercad that I did not like this design. Okay, hold on. I'll put you guys back. I did not like this design because they weren't holding together good enough. So that was the problem there. Here, I'll even give you an example. Okay, so see, these went together and I thought it was okay because it seems like they're okay. But once you start putting any weird angular like pressure on them, they pop apart. I even tried to glue them, didn't work. Okay, so we came up with this next design, pretty much the completed design. You guys saw me do this one. And look, I was trying to print it all fancy in multicolored silk so it would look really cool. I used a roll and a half and I used it all. So now I went back to gray. But anyway, there was one flaw that I didn't notice with these. This is incredibly weak right here. Sorry if this lighting is bad. Come on. Right here is a weak spot. Watch.
Look at that. And I was assembling it, and I was all happy, ready to post this video. Look at how cool these are. I printed piles of these. I have a huge box, guys. Look at this. I got a giant box of ramps. Oh, no. But yeah, I started assembling it, and all of a sudden I broke one. I'm like, oh, no big deal. And then something else happened, and like 2 of them broke. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to start over again. So the only thing that you guys didn't see is I beefed this up. This was the thin spot. I just took a cylinder and hollowed it out and plopped it on there. And see, that cleaned up this outer edge. We had a kind of an ugly outer edge last time. And I used self-tapper screws. That worked perfect. And the only other thing, I have not tested this yet. The only thing I've done is I had to roll marbles down it. I haven't turned it on yet. I've rolled marbles down it to make sure they were going down. Because it's kind of weird. The ramps are a lot harder than you would think. Obviously, because, dude, I nailed this other stuff first try. The ramps took me 3 tries. But a couple times what I had to do, it's really strange. As these get connected different, they end up angling even upwards sometimes, or like they don't angle quite right. So a couple times I would hit this with my heat gun, and I would bend it a little bit to get the next ramp, make sure the next ramp is going down. So let's put a single marble in, and I'll just show you. Where is my marbles? I lost my marbles a long time ago. So this is all I've done so far. So let's put one in. Look at that, it's cruising. Ooh, that one's slower. And, uh-oh, it stopped right here. So see, I might before we test it, I might hit this with the, this one with the heat gun and get us a little more bend on here. Let me do that quick. Well, here, I'll let you watch. Ooh, I don't have much cord. Okay, see? So see, now this is flexible. See how it's kind of gooey? So what I'm going to do is get it right where I want. Yeah, I'm going to get it right where I want like that and kind of exaggerate what I want, because I want to make sure this is tipped down. So I'm kind of exaggerating it because when I let go of it, it'll go back a little bit. So let's keep it up like this. Hopefully I don't have to adjust the rest. Okay, here, let's grab a marble before we, let's see if we like it, and then we'll let it cool. Ooh, we like it, we like it. So sometimes I get it wet. Okay, guys. Okay, we should be good. All right, what should we do? I'm scared. Are you guys scared? This was the longest term project I've ever done. Okay, I'm gonna put some marbles in. I'm not really sure how many to put in. Let's just try that many for now. I have not turned this on since I started messing with the ramps, which was many moons ago. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm plugging her in. Drum roll, editor. 3, 2, 1, go. She's running. There's marbles. There's marbles. Look, there's marbles. Every one. Yes, yes. Okay, be quiet. Here they go. Oh my gosh. It's working. Here, let me take you guys off. Look it. Oh my gosh. It was all worth it, guys. Look. They go right back in. It's so loud and awesome. Look it. Can you guys even see it all? Oh my gosh. It is busy. long can I run this for? Let's follow one. There it is. We followed one. Guys, we did it. Oh my gosh. Let me put you back on the tripod. I am so happy and relieved. How long do you think I could run this for? It's literally picking up a marble on every single one. I haven't even seen it miss one. I am so happy, guys. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your patience. It took me a while to get this third video out, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button on this one, and I can't wait to move on to the next project. I'm gonna let this run for the little outro. Bye, guys.